Yo, shout out to the Most High. It's always a high see movement on lower state. It's L-Deez, also known Lawrence, one for another episode of I Need to Know with my special guest. I'm going to go this way to that way, then we're going to swing back. So, who you with?
Hi, everybody. My name is Charmane, and I have a podcast called Charmane.
Okay.
All right, and my name is Tennille.
And I'm Andy, and we're both from Surviving Adulthood podcast.
Boom.
Gotcha. So, Charmane's World Podcast with Surviving Adulthood.
Yes.
Correct.
Am I a survivor? Am I still winning in this motherfucker? Am I dead yet? No.
We gonna see.
So, are y'all collaboratives?
Yes.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. So, what is y'all collaborative called? Is it Charmane's World Podcast and Surviving Adulthood, or is it called something different?
We really don't have a name.
Come to the mic a little bit.
Oh, sorry. We don't have a name.
Okay.
You know, but it's gang in here, though.
Okay.
Yeah, gang.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a name. But we met at a podcast meetup maybe
Like 2-3 years ago.
Maybe like 3.
But the world is amazing because I actually met these young ladies at a like a gala event. A mutual friend of ours, his name is David Michael. He had a
Happy birthday.
Oh, and it's his birthday today. Happy birthday, David. But he's a photographer, and he had a gala event, which was raising funds for, I think it was the AIDS walk or HIV run.
and AIDS.
Hold on, real quick. We got to get props out to the train.
All right.
You know, that shit is organic. You know what I'm saying?
It keeping things moving.
Right.
For sure. You can't buy them ad libs.
But yeah, so I went to the gala, and I didn't know anyone. I didn't even know David. Like, I met him on Twitter. And I met these young ladies at literally like when I walked in at the door and they were having a raffle. I was like,
yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to get this raffle ticket or what have you. Yes, I'm going to get this raffle ticket. I knew I was going to win because I'm just that confident.
You're a winner.
And I am
She
a winner,
really
and I won. And I won.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I won the contest or what have you. You know, you're just like, okay, thank you, I won. And then like months later, in walks through the door, these two.
Okay.
At a meetup, and kind of just been keeping in touch ever since.
Dope. So, that's real good. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how social media has its strengths and weaknesses. One of the weaknesses that people don't really know how to interact with each other, like when they see each other.
Right.
But then if you haven't seen someone, because people could.
People like they walk past you.
Yeah, for sure.
They be like chopping up with you on Instagram, and you see them, they be like,
You know what's crazy though? Because matter of fact, she invited me somewhere, right? And then I was like, I seen, because they had a bunch of different people faces, so I just asked a question. I said, which one is you?
Right. I just want to make sure.
For sure. So I saw her for the first time at Wrld Day.
That was so random. But
And I knew exactly who she was, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. I've seen a few people at Wrld Day that I had just only spoken to, like, on Instagram or on Twitter or what have you. So it's always interesting when you're making connections and you're, like, moving around, and then you actually meet the person, and the interaction, or as we say, the vibe is, like, organic, or it's just genuine. And when I first saw you, I was like, damn, you remember me. I shouldn't have been back there, but I was like,
no, you belong.
Since I'm here.
You belong. You belong. That's backstage.
Yeah.
You belong.
Yeah. She gonna make her way.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So you like, get her out of here. Like, God.
So as far as surviving adulthood goes, you know what I'm saying? What kind of stuff do y'all cover on y'all show?
everything. Yeah. So from parenting, from sex, from relationships.
That's about to drop.
Yeah. Bills, just like struggles, depression, mental health, everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all had any guests on y'all show, or is it just y'all talking back and forth?
No, we had.
It's been both. We've done guests and then we've done just us. So, yeah.
Okay. So I got to ask you something, Miss Andy. Andy, I got to ask you a question. With this podcast thing, and I'm going to ask y'all these questions, then come back this way.
Yeah.
What do you think your superhero strength is being a podcast personality?
Sure. That is the question. So, my superhero power
strength.
my power strength. I feel like it's speaking up. So that's something I didn't normally do. This one literally pulled me in on the podcast, like, hey, I want you to come do a round table. One episode thing, and it's been 3 years later.
Okay.
We got the podcast, and it's like, all right, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm definitely gonna say that's my superhero strength, because I used to be super quiet to myself, and now like I can mingle anywhere.
And guess what though? You and Obama got something in common. What is it?
Well, he left-handed.
Go girl! I saw that. I saw that.
I picked up on Uncle Obama train.
I mean, come on, man. Cause you know my best friend is left-handed, and his mother and one of my friends is left-handed. So when somebody's left, oh, my baby mama, can't forget her. Oh, she's definitely writing a check out my book like this at the time. And what is your superhero strength?
Oh, I think making people relax.
You know what? That's definitely one. You kind of look like a relaxed kind. It's like your eyes are so white, but you seem like you done hit a joint. I'm like, she might be fucking with edibles, Sha.
Hey, not today. Not today. But yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah. Okay. That's what the feedback's been. So yeah.
That's dope. That's dope because a lot of times when I get rappers in here, I'm asking questions, but they're treating it like an interrogation room.
Yeah.
Like, ask me how long I've been rapping. Say that.
How long you been rapping?
What? Did she snorkel?
Hey, it was genuine.
Hey, the train ain't got. Hey, we got somebody to take the train place, man. That was organic.
Hey, that's real though.
Yeah, for sure. So, what would be your superhero strength?
I think my superhero strength would probably be just, I don't know, being the energy or being a facilitator of good vibes.
Gotcha.
Like that.
So you
just having a conversation.
So you like Draymond?
I guess maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But what's Draymond like?
Draymond, okay, on a team, right?
I mean, he seems pretty cool.
But on the court, he's kind of like the heart of the team. Like, you have the brain, and then
you have the heart, then you got the stomach. On a sports team, they call that the most inspirational player.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might be the retarded kid that, or whatever. No disrespect.
Right.
Just the heart of the team that everybody does. He's not necessarily the best player, though. He's the person that...
Maybe like the equipment manager. Maybe.
But on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor.
Like, he's the person to be like...
He's going to bring you all together.
Yeah, like, you niggas is acting like bitches.
Right.
Yeah.
You be needing that.
Nobody's offended. Right.
You can't get offended because you probably know that you were, though.
It was really
Yeah.
bitch.
You know when your feelings get hurt and you going out like, damn, did that nigga just get at me?
He's like, he did, but he right though.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot more people need to accept when they be acting like a bitch. But okay.
Straight up. So this is dope
that's
that
all I would say.
that the females got something going on. So in this industry, right? Because I heard that women always have to do extra things. Do you feel like that y'all have an advantage to being a woman or a disadvantage or a little bit of both?
I think it just depends on the situation.
Well, talk about a situation where it actually was an advantage for you.
I mean, I think that
I heard a train.
Yeah.
I used to live by a train, so it don't bother me. I used to be like, well, oh well.
Yeah.
You know what time it is? Hold on, girl, the train coming.
I used to just tell people the train was coming their way when I lived in Richmond. Like, the train coming, you go
yeah,
ahead.
that's right, yeah. No, so I don't know that has been an advantage.
Okay, but when you say advantage or how we're like maybe be at a disadvantage, are you talking about just in regards to being in the podcast world or just in
the podcast or entertainment world? Because I know like a lot of female rappers say that, one of the advantages that when men want to work with them, but then on the disadvantage is that if they don't get what they want in the studio, then the time
don't go further.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like we've been doing so much on our own
that
we haven't had to
encounter
go there
anything.
yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say one thing I experienced, like with putting the event together that we're working on, it took a while for me to get, I feel, male buy-in. It was like they just didn't see what they could contribute or something. Like, it just looked like too much girl power for them. Like, I was like, what? Like, I know you
Give me an example. Give me an example.
I know you niggas. And so,
give me an example. Give me an example. You say a male buy-in. Does that mean support?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's common though.
So that was like really hard. Not hard, but it was just frustrating is what it was. Because I know it's 3 of us and I don't want it to be like, women we just doing everything. Right. And I've been told since like networking with people like last week, like, oh, this is amazing from a guy. This is amazing that you women are doing this. You don't see a lot of black women trying to like put a platform together for creatives like us. And yes. Great. Thank you, sir, for saying that. However, last month in July or what have you, when I first was starting to put the bug in people's ear, it was just like, oh, okay, that sounds cool. Let me know. Like, or like a slow response. Like it's just real slow, but
hella dry.
Yeah, and to me, like when putting events together or just working with people, it's all about working with the people next to you, the people you know, and making those connections from people you've supported and you've been to their events, you've showed up, you've given your money, you've bought merchandise, you've done all this.
Been to the events.
Right, and a lot of men, they kind of run the industry in a sense. It's male dominated. So I'm, of course, supporting all the people that I know. If I like you, if I fuck with you, I'm going to support you. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to show up. I'm going to post it. I'm going to promote it like it's me. Because to me, I look at everybody like we family. Like, right? And I understand everyone doesn't look at it like that. But that's really just been the experience. It's been very difficult. And I've shared this with other men, and some have really agreed. Like, if they don't see, like, their use or if they're valuable to whatever it is you're doing, it's probably going to be slow. And I've also kept in mind about the comment about in the studio or what have you, is to always stay professional and to lead with my my why or my reasoning for doing something, and not leading with, oh yeah, you used to slide in my DMs, or hey, what's up, like, but I want to talk to you about something. No, I'm gonna lead with, this is what I'm doing.
Lead with business.
Yes, lead with business. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I need. Like, just coming just straight with it and not like leaving room for any gray area for someone to feel like they can like backdoor me on some like, oh, well, no. That's not what we're talking about. Like, that's not what we're doing. I'm sorry, sir. Even if you are cool or whatever, I can talk to you after, but you won't know that I'm thinking like that. But I'm gonna talk to you after.
She's like, after we trying the show.
That's hella funny.
But yeah, I just feel like it's best to just lead with business and to try to just be professional and really just make good, positive connections. Because if I feel like it's some backdoor type of stuff, or that's what you might be on, then I'm probably not going to approach you, or I'm going to approach you with the click. I'm not going to just come on my own.
You know what? That's funny, though, because I had a guest, right? You know what I'm saying? And she showed up loaded. And I just had to tell her, you know what I'm saying? I had to give her some manly advice that I don't think that it's in your best interest to ever come somewhere that you've never been. Drunk, because I really care.
Right.
I really care.
I mean, because I'm giving her advice that I would give to somebody like my niece or something. Not, she was old though, my age, and she should have, but she was cool though.
Right.
But I'm like, because I don't want nothing to happen to her, and you never want to be somewhere reading the motherfucking paper like, damn, I should have known this motherfucker.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely got to keep it professional. But what I wanted to say is that people don't take it personal. People want to you got 3 type of people. You got people that want to see you do good from the ground up and be a part of it from the ground up.
Right.
Or people that kind of just want to see.
Yeah.
See. And they're kind of on the fence, and they just might give you something just to get out their way. Like, let me just give them a donation and then back up. You know what I'm saying? And then there's people that really just want to be there when it gets booming. Like, talk to me when your shit get popping.
Right. And then I'll come on your
Like,
show.
one of my partners, I love him to death, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I had a hard time learning this. Now, this shit is deep.
Okay.
I've been rapping since 1993, you know what I'm saying? So guess what? All my friends back then, we all rapped, so if we made music together, they were my friends that I rap with.
Right.
It took me like 3 years ago to realize that there's a difference between my friends that rap and my rapper friends. My friends that are in the industry with me and just my friends that are in the industry.
Right.
True indeed, I met some good motherfuckers in this industry, but I might be calling a motherfucker thinking that they gonna pick up or whatever, whatnot, but it's certain people that pick up because they just hella busy. The motherfucker might be in Germany or something like that, but then there's certain people that, no, we cool, but this is just business. You know,
in
and
the same circle. Like,
yeah,
hey.
yeah, like
Right.
it's just business. It's nothing, you know, because you got to start asking, damn, would this motherfucker be at my funeral?
Right.
And then if the answer is probably no, then you can't take nothing personal and then just keep it business.
Probably not.
Y'all could come to my funeral.
I'm coming to your show October what night?
Yeah, nice.
Is it on a Saturday?
It is.
Did I mark my calendar? So check this out. I got to ask y'all something because y'all ladies, and I'm glad I got y'all here because it's something I want to ask y'all about. First off, I'm finna get y'all warmed up right quick. I'm going to ask y'all questions. So we left down here, so I'm going to come that way, and then we're going to come back here.
All right.
All right. Who is your celebrity crush? Oh, she said like she had a few niggas on the board.
So one back in the day for surely Omar Epps. Oh, y'all had it. That's messy.
Your turn.
Oh, I thought she had another one.
I was
I know
gonna
she
go
said,
down the
yeah,
list.
she did. She had a list.
I thought she-
Denzel, Morris
You like Denzel when you
Chestnut.
was younger?
I don't know. It's just something about like just a nice chiseled
About a
black
man with a sex-
So we're gonna do one
know.
because you know
That
we
was
all
my
beautiful.
top
So
three.
you know, because motherfuckers be naming everybody from fucking Elmo to Theo from the fucking Cosby Show.
down
It
the
is
list.
Gosh, I don't know. I like Kofi. What's Kofi's last name?
Who, Kofi from
Um,
Hardball?
no,
That's
Kofi.
not hardball.
No, Kofi from
She don't even know what show.
How you like the nigga? No, you get knocked by rappers with alias names. Still, damn, you got a podcast. You a celebrity too now.
No, goodness. He was in
He's fine though.
no,
I know
From the
who
White
she's
House.
talking
no,
about.
Queen Sugar.
Yeah.
I ain't watched that show.
Kofi Sabrio, something like that.
Don't mess up
Okay.
the baby name like
I
that.
don't know.
Okay. I don't like people. I would say okay.
Who you find attractive at least?
Damn.
So okay, no, I really liked 50 Cent when I was younger. I still like 50 Cent, but you know he done moved on. He's with Cuban Link, and I like.
Oh
her.
yeah, he
beautiful.
came
That's
up.
like
Yeah.
my
He
bodyguard.
came up. He came.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
She's
When
beautiful.
when I seen him with her, I said, that boy good.
Okay.
So now I gotta ask you this question: who is your celebrity crush that's not black?
Oh, it is Mark Is it Mark Wahlberg?
Mm-hmm. Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. John B.
He black?
No.
That's
I mean,
not
he
black.
not.
He not black.
Not black.
I don't know. I was gonna say the man on the 37th floor from my job, but I don't know his name.
Celebrity.
He is a celebrity.
Hey,
Celebrity.
he lives in your head rent free. So check it. So this is what I wanted to ask you right now because I'm getting y'all warmed up.
Right.
Now, out of all the guys that are overweight, who is your celebrity overweight crush?
Oh, who I always be playing?
I don't know if he's
Who-
overweight
Gerald
or
Levert.
not.
Gerald Levert.
Yeah, you did.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That
That was
I like
just
the
me.
OG.
Oh, okay.
Barry White.
I like that was
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe is cool. He not really overweight no more, is he?
Yeah, he's still heavy.
The name like the nigga, he still call himself Fat Joe, right?
Right.
His name ain't Slim
Oh, you
Joe.
know what? I used to like Heavy D though.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, the celebrity, right? I was
Yeah.
thinking like rappers or something.
Rappers and celebrities.
She like barely.
Cause I gotta
I would
ask you.
say a heavyweight, overweight. It was overweight. Why say heavyweight? I don't know. I can't
Okay.
think of anyone. I can't.
Okay, so
Cedric the Entertainer.
so now I got y'all thinking. I want to know what y'all view is on my man Kevin Samuels.
My dad listened to him.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So now let's get this shit popping.
He's not bad, but like it's just funny that my dad was like, you know, I don't know if you look. This is my dad. He's starting to kind of come up in the, like
Yeah.
he using.
He
YouTube
reminded
and
me
stuff
of when
now.
I got my first
He was
phone that had YouTube.
Real
He
quick.
was like, you know, I listened to the guy Kevin Samuels. I'm a subscriber. I think he was a subscriber.
Say, but Dad, are you subscribed to my show?
He was like, he really be saying something. Y'all need to start listening. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I mean, I don't watch him. The things that I have seen.
The clips on like Instagram, I take it with a grain of salt. Some of the stuff that he be telling the women, be right, like get your mind right. But I'm not a huge fan.
Okay. What about okay, you're not a huge fan? Okay. What about you?
No comment.
No comment?
I don't have no opinion on him.
Okay, so because like I think some of the shit that he actually be saying be legit. Like when he says like a lot of women, they say that they wouldn't date a man that makes $100,000 a year, but they had a baby by a man that they never married, two of them, and none of them made $100,000 a year. So how you gonna just bill the next nigga?
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like
I agree with that. You know, he put some women, I don't want to say in their place, but give them better perspective.
Yeah.
But sometimes he just be saying
Over
too
the
much.
top.
Yeah.
Like
Some
what?
people think he's too harsh.
Like
Yeah,
what?
there you
Like
go.
what?
I think he don't like. I think, and what probably is the reason why he's as big as he is because he doesn't, like
He don't have a
dress it
filter.
up. He don't dress it
He
up
just
all
tell
nice
you
for the
what
women.
it
He
is.
just be like, nah. And then they be like, but they
But you
trying
be
to figure it
having
out.
to hear that though. Like you don't gotta sugarcoat it. Like it is what it is. Like,
Well, you
know.
What this is? See, I see what's going on though through my eye of enlightenment, right?
enlighten us.
You know how he says Kelly Rowland is like a 10? Have you ever heard him say that?
No, but she is.
She is. But you know why?
Why?
Because that's the closest one that looked like his ass.
Makes sense. That's messy.
You only gonna think perfection looks as close as you. Have you ever seen Jesus in the black community? They paint him black, but then you go to the Filipino, Jesus kind of got a flat face.
They want to make him look like them.
Of course.
Not a flat face.
You know,
They do. They Jesus be.
but you know, like my thing is, what I don't be fucking with him too heavy on is that when it be like the body mass index, like a chick 5'4" should be 120.
Oh, so he really be going.
I seen the clip of that.
I never-
And he asked
so
her,
I
he was
don't
like,
see
how
a
much
lot of-
do you weigh? And she was
Yeah.
like, I don't want to.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know,
That's
Yeah.
weird.
To me, if you go on there on live with him, like, just, like, what does it matter? Like, he don't know you. Like, just tell him. Now
Yeah.
it's viral, so now everybody knows anyway.
oh, the shit is lit though.
Is it? I'm sure it is.
Yeah,
So-
it kind of blew up.
So what are
But
y'all?
what does he mean? What was his angle with the weight thing? Like, what was he trying to say?
Oh,
Like,
he
what
says
do
that
you
some
think
women
it
weigh
is?
more than a man for their size, and if you want this man that makes this high value man, then they normally like women to look a certain type of way.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
That could be true, but what are the chances?
Right.
What is the chances of what?
What are the chances that it really falls in line like that all the time? Like, I feel like there's some men who do make a certain amount, and I feel like when you're a guy and you are in a certain bracket, you do have more of a picking of the litter.
Yeah.
Or if you look a certain way.
Or if you look a certain way.
Yeah.
Or if you, like even jobs, they'll hire you because you look attractive. Like that's just like kids like attractive people. Like everyone likes attractive people.
Yeah.
Depending on what you are into, what you're doing. But sometimes I think we get it like blurred when we look at where we are and like what we're aspiring to. Because sometimes even men do it. They're like, I'm not about to do all this and that. And I'm like, sir, you can't even afford the Red Lobster. Like nobody wants your money.
Yeah.
Like just fall back. Just fall back some, sir. That's not where you're vouching and speaking on behalf of somebody's pockets. That's not even your own.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
You kind of
That's the
rose.
part
So they get
you kind of scrambling a nigga on the under. You're thinking of the next nigga pockets that are not even your own.
Right.
they're like, I'm not about to buy you a purse, sir. You can't afford it. Like
Right.
you don't even have it. You don't have it to give. No
That's
one's
the same
talking
way as
about
the women
you.
saying what you were just saying, how if they had 2 kids by somebody who didn't have no money but aspiring to have somebody with money. So that's the same thing.
Well, my thing is this:
You're aspiring.
you can
To me,
want
I
what
feel
you
like
want.
if you do, I'm not saying get down because you had 2 kids by 2 different tools. I mean, it is kind of him. But if you want to do better, I would suggest that you maybe look for someone who aspire for more. I'm not saying you should be talking about I need somebody to make $100,000. It's like, girl, all right.
Well,
but,
want what you want, but don't talk shit about what you qualified for.
Okay, that's fair.
Right?
Well, one thing I had to learn, which is a little different, honestly, was just to be honest about what I do want. Because some people are just overly vocal about what they want. It's like, you need to start back here. Like, you're not even there yet. But I had an
What
issue
do
with
you
just
want?
like saying,
What do you want?
I didn't know. So like, I was talking to someone. They were like, you need to be more confident, more bold about saying like, because I would just kind of the minimum, like, how educated do you want your man to be? And I'm like, well, at least they need to graduate high school. And it's like, no, nigga. Like, you can say you want the person to at least have a bachelor's. Like, you can feel confident and like bold enough to say that you want a man that makes at least $50,000 right now where you're at. Like, I can say that, but before I would just be like, at least have a job. And really, in reality, it's like, no, I really don't want him to at least have a job. Like, I want him to have a job and maybe have been there a while or be at this level. Like, and I don't feel like a lot of us are confident saying that. But now I am, though.
So if there's, okay, let's just say somebody that made $2 million a year, but they were like a rapper or a boxer or something like that, but they never graduated from high school. Does that standard go out the window now?
I think it's, again, all this stuff is case by case.
Right.
So
that
case
means
by case.
that means that shit go out the motherfucking window. That's what that means.
Case by case, can you read the menu? Like, some certain things just like, okay, I don't care how much money you make, but you're ignorant as fuck. So like, I can't do it. Yeah. But you're nice though. You can hang out.
Okay.
But
with a group of people?
But yeah, or you want to buy me something. But like, it just really depends. But I used to hold like, oh, you need to do this, and it's like, no, maybe you need to aim a little bit higher. Not saying I was fucking with bums, but like, you can.
It's okay. We all fucked with a few bums. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I feel like I've dated decent people.
Have you ever seen that movie Acrimony?
Yes, it was terrible.
So you didn't like the movie,
No.
or you didn't like her, or was she wrong out of
What was
pocket?
Acrimony? What was that?
With
Tyler
Taraji.
Perry.
That's what it was called?
Tyler
Yeah.
Perry. You seen
Okay,
that?
I did see
Yeah, I
that.
did.
Was she wrong in the end?
I don't even remember what
She
happened.
was wrong because she
bitch.
went
She was
crazy at the
batshit
end.
crazy. Yeah, she was fucking ridiculous.
She got obsessive, and that's where she was.
Controlling.
She should have just, when that man came back and gave her money for her mama house and all that, she should have thank you, sir, well wishes, and moved
God bless.
the fuck on. Mm-hmm. But she got obsessed because he promised her so much stuff. And
Didn't she die at the end?
Allegedly.
Yeah, she should have.
Yeah, hopefully.
Bye. So I want to know something. There's this wave of this side chick shit, right?
A wave.
Now, if y'all could please.
It's a wave. It's been there. Ain't
That's
it?
right. That's right. But now
Are we
it's
like talking about glorified side chicks?
Oh, there you
glorifying.
I've been a glorified side chick.
You've been a glorified side chick?
Tell us
but I got to start down there. Andy. I got to make my wave down there just to I got to distribute the wealth amongst the ladies.
Listen.
I got to treat them equal. No.
I'm gonna take selfies.
So, have you ever been a side chick? You can plead the fifth.
Yeah. I done played both parts.
You have?
Yep. I done.
So, was it easy? Have you ever had a side dude? What did you find more enjoyable, being a side dude or a side chick? I mean, having a side dude or being a side chick?
Having my side. Hey, baby, where you at? Gonna pull up real quick.
It wasn't that man on the 33rd floor, was it?
Wait, what?
I said it wasn't that man on the 33rd floor, was it?
No. But it was 37, not 30.
Okay, damn. I knew it was 30-something.
But that's interesting. I was just actually thinking
about that the other day, just about, like you said, this glorified side piece, whether it's your nigga, if you the side piece or whatever, however that go. But I feel like in the situation I was in, I didn't even know. So at this point, it was like you had already made me your side, and now it's like, oh
wait, how did you not know?
I didn't know.
Like you didn't.
He didn't
happened
say
to me before. Yeah.
Unknowingly, it was like, oh.
I'm like, oh wait, he was
like,
bitch.
I'm not gonna bitch
at the house.
Oh, okay.
But didn't y'all go to the house?
Yeah.
But what that mean?
Yeah.
Niggas is scandalous.
People are scandalous.
Yeah, people are scandalous. Men and women alike.
Yeah.
People gonna do whatever they
So
want.
have anybody here ever walked into the situation knowingly been a side person?
Nah.
I did slightly.
It'd be like that. I'm over here. I'm trying to. I'm like,
I kind of did. I was like, oh, this situation sounds a little sketch. But I wasn't really tripping. Like, I was just like, whatever. I don't even know if I'm like this person for real. So I really wasn't like.
Did you ever
Then when I
ride
found
this
out,
wave?
but I was riding away, right? But then when I found out, it was just like, oh, well, I don't know if I even still really like you that much yet. So
I don't even know if I want you to be my nigga.
Tell me again. What's the
Right.
situation? Tell me again. I was like, all right, yeah. I already got a position for you, sir. So
Yeah, basically.
Do
so
y'all?
that's kind of how it went. But it was. I was glorified.
Yeah.
I feel like if you get in what you need out of it,
Like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
So, what are your thoughts?
Thoughts on polygamy? Could y'all ever be a first wife or a second wife?
Somebody asked me that.
Nope.
My personality wouldn't allow it.
Hell no.
I don't know, maybe.
No, when the left.
Cause I
Speak
feel
on that.
like
Talk on that.
I damn near want a wife. Like, it's some shit that my friends come to the house and do, and I'm like, damn, like, I don't know if I would fuck you, but I kind of want you to come cook dinner for me, clean up,
Yo, come
You looking at the person like a
Like a-
servant.
You
like
checking
a
out like
slave.
companionship. I mean, shit, we talk.
I'm gonna talk to you while I eat this food. All right, and then I'm gonna get up and clean this shit up.
Yeah,
damn, that's interesting. That's interesting. Like, have you ever had a girlfriend?
not yet.
Oh, okay. They not on the 37th floor, are they?
Maybe.
Shit, the 37th floor, you don't know what you might find on that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Just don't know.
They might have midgets and bow ties and tuxedos on that motherfucker serving Johnny
Hey.
Beans and pies.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Come up to
You
the
never know.
37th floor.
And you find out.
that's crazy. That's probably surviving adulthood in itself.
Hey.
No lie.
So where do y'all figure that y'all gonna be at, like in like the next 2 years with your podcast? Where do you plan to be? What are your biggest feats?
In the next 2 years, I would hope to not really be doing podcasting that often. If I were to be doing it in 2 years, I would love to have like it not just be me, because on my podcast it's just me, and then I have guests or like my guest co-host. So I would hope to like build a team of some sort, but then I would also hope to be getting more into like radio or hosting events or putting together different opportunities. I like connecting people, meeting people.
I can see that.
Facilitating.
She the plug.
such.
The plug.
Yeah.
What
Trying to
about
be the
y'all?
person you need to know.
You want me to kick it off? All right.
Get off.
She looked at me. So definitely in 2 years, we have a nonprofit called Speaking to the Mic. So that is the overall branch of where the podcast sits under. And my piece is definitely pouring into like youth and young adults. So we host a lot of community events all throughout the Bay Area. So in 2 years, we definitely want to continue to push those type of events. The podcast was a piece for us to be able to come on and
have a voice. So we definitely continue doing the podcast. So like what Shara said, bringing on other people so that we're networking with other people, bringing exposure to what other people are doing, and just continuing doing this networking.
And film. Some
Yeah.
we got some documentaries going on and events, some more events to expand on what we're doing together right now. So yeah.
Speak on one of the documentaries. I'm interested.
So one doc that's in the works is a story about Richmond. So it's to give it's like an ode to Richmond. You know, like Richmond was once like a prominent place to live, like in the 40s. And
Today, not so much. And so,
I like Richmond. It's 20
I
minutes
love
from the
it.
city.
I like Richmond
It's
too.
20 minutes from
everywhere. I feel
but
like
it's not
20
the
to 30
same.
minutes.
But it's not the same.
It's
Like
not.
even if you like it, you love it, it don't matter. The truth is the truth. It's just not the same. And I'm just interviewing people who have lived in, either they're from Richmond, or they lived there for a number of years, to give their perspective. And then, you know, at the end, let us know what you would like, you know, to see in your hope for Richmond, you know. So it's coming together very well. So
Yeah, you got enough people to interview? You want me to reach out to some people I think I know from Richmond?
yeah, more the merrier.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great. Thank you.
I'll definitely tap in with some people I think I know.
Yeah, because it's about like those who love Richmond, right? Like
Yeah.
you're from here. What do you want? Because you know, everybody have fond memories. You know, it's like, oh, I used to go to Johnny Burgers, or you know.
Yeah. Are you from Richmond?
I lived in Richmond as a kid, but I lived in Antioch growing up. So, but my mother is from Richmond.
Okay.
My family is from Richmond, and so that is, you know, even growing up, just seeing the difference. Like, oh,
I bet she's really proud of you.
I hope so. She says she is. So.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. It seems like I'm looking in your eyes, but I seen a lot of people that's just proud of you. Got them eyes. You know what I'm saying? you know, you can look at certain people and be like, man, I bet their parents really fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Then you can look at some motherfuckers' eyes and be like, oh shit.
Your mama mad.
Oh shit. For sure. So when it comes to this podcast shit, right? Who is your favorite, or what is your favorite podcast besides yourselves? Yeah. Sure.
It's called
It's funny because I really never listened to podcasts before. Like, she would always send me stuff. I'm like, why she keep sending me stuff? I'm not gonna listen to this. But right, basically, she'd keep sending me like, did you watch it? I'm like, She like tell me something about life. But Horrible Decisions with
Mandy B and Weezy.
Yeah, so that's been good.
Mandy B and Weezy. Lil Wayne?
No.
Oh. Weezy from the Jeffersons? No.
Right.
Which Weezy?
Right. But I really love the layout of their podcast. They switch it up and do like games, or like they'll reach out or their whatever. And people that watch the show will write letters and they'll just talk about it. So I really love like their layout of the podcast.
Okay.
I don't have a favorite, but I just name a few that I like. I like So Shameless podcast. They're like,
They're funny.
they're funny and just like
Wrld. They from back east. Our homeboy Tahoe. We all know him. And then what Andy just said, Horrible Decisions. I like Enjoy.
I know it's not technically a podcast, but I like the Breakfast Club.
That is a podcast.
I mean, really, it's a
like
radio
radio
station, but then they put it as a podcast because they just have such a high viewership.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
but yeah.
Okay. So it's people that listen to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They go
Okay.
listen, Play it all day.
Yep.
And what about you?
I don't have a favorite, but right now I'm really enjoying Amanda Seals' podcast. I have been, starting like to listen to more podcasts from out here, from the Bay Area. So almost anyone I've interacted with, probably within the last 3 months, I've listened to their podcast just to get a feel for what they're doing, what their flow is, what their setup is, if I like it, if I think of things that's like, maybe we could do that different. But I just am starting to really just trying to see what everyone else is doing, just to know. Like, I just like to know what's going on. But yeah, I would say Amanda Seals. I like Hard or Soft. I do like So Shameless, but I really like Hard or Soft podcast. And then I was on Jess Hilarious podcast for a second. I think I could take her on a podcast in old school Instagram. But her podcast is pretty cool. It's like 20 minutes, but sometimes it'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, she pretty funny too.
Yeah, she is. She's hilarious.
It's pretty funny. I like her on that, aside from like when she was on Wild 'N Out.
No good.
They didn't do her right, I don't think. I don't think they used her skill set right on Wild 'N Out.
So what's up with the event? Speak to the audience about the event.
Well, we are having
Listen.
we are having an event. It's called Podcast 101. It's October 9th. It is a Saturday. It's a month away, exactly a month away. We got like 30 more days. Like, we're grinding it out to put this all together. But it is a podcast meetup and live show. And this is just a time for podcasters, creatives, if you're into film and music and all that creative stuff that we like to do, to just come out and to meet each other, to learn about interviewing techniques, to learn about audio and visuals and all this type of stuff you got up in here, you know, and just learn even just how to start. Like, most of us, we started just, I want to start one. I didn't know nobody to ask. Like, I didn't know anyone I could really reach out to or anything. And who taught me? Google.
Right.
Yeah.
and just like figuring it out all on my own. And then I started going to meetups and things like that. And shout out to Special, because she's the one who put up the first meetup that I ever went to.
Special.
But yeah, so that's kind of how I learned and kind of got the confidence from my peers who are podcasters telling me like, yeah, you could do that. Yeah, you should do that. You should think of doing it this way. You should get business cards. Like, you should get a shirt and put your stuff on there. Like, I was just like, should I? And it was like, yes, you really should.
Right.
Like, do it. So it's really been a confidence booster and just a way to stay connected. I've met so many people, these ladies, like, and I feel like I'll know them forever.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I will know them forever. But it's going to be an amazing event. So you can come out. We're going to have raffles, some giveaways. There'll be vendors. So food and drinks and things you could buy, and just a chance to really meet some really awesome people. We have some amazing facilitators.
Yes.
We have Monty Draper from, how did I forget that man?
Grand Nationals.
From Grand National. His podcast, he will be there. There will be Judges Not podcast and Wokeland podcast. And we'll also have G-Biz from Cameo as one of our facilitators also. And then in our live show, we're going to have some 2 guests. One guest, her name is Michaela P. Shelton, and she has a web series or YouTube series called Reckless Behavior.
That was good.
And it's really good. It's on YouTube. Like, support it. She has like a fundraiser.
It's like
going on.
a
It's
Bay
amazing.
rendition of like when Issa Rae did Awkward Black Girl.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
it's
And I
good.
watched the shit out of that.
Yeah, me too.
When I was younger. But yeah, so she will be one of our guests. And then our other guest will be Kevin Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin Allen and the Grand Nationals, y'all.
Yes.
Rip that
So
shit at
basically
High
they
Road
will be-
Day. Hey.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they will pretty much be in the building. And I'm just very, very excited to be able to do it, to be able to do it in Oakland, to be able to do with these young ladies together, just putting this thing together and making it something like one of a kind. I don't know anyone who's done anything like this.
Have not.
I've asked around, I've Googled, I've searched, I've looked high, and I've looked low.
Right.
And I haven't heard nobody. Can't find nobody.
Listen.
Also,
well,
too,
we
I just
bringing
want to
it
say
y'all.
though, it's for the creators, but also too for the supporters, for the listeners,
Yes.
people who watch us,
People
you know,
watch you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Come.
yeah. So it's for a little bit for everybody, but if you definitely want to
Learn how to start something. Come hang with us.
You know what I'm
overnight.
tripping off of? That all y'all black women and y'all look completely different.
Because we
Yeah,
don't
we're
look the
different.
same.
So diversify the black unit.
We all got our own.
Diversify that. Diversify the black unity.
we need a shirt.
For sure. So tell people where they can find you at on Instagram or your handle, and then y'all.
Okay.
Okay, well, you can find me at Charmane's World Pod on Instagram, or you can even find me on my regular Instagram, and everything is listed there. So then that's Charmaine_5-star champagne.
Okay. Make sure y'all follow.
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram and or Twitter.
Tennille J. And oh my god, but no, IG is at Surviving Adulthood I'm looking right here to Podcast. see right here. I'm sorry.
So you can find me at Surviving Adulthood Podcast because I'm not using my personal page as much. So find me there. And also at info.speakingtothemic for our nonprofit page. Because
Okay.
she did not tell any of that.
You said.
Yeah, I did.
See,
I
that's a
gotta
benefit of
ask
having
y'all.
a team.
I gotta ask y'all a question before we get out of here. This is a hip hop trivia question.
Oh.
Who said? What rapper says this? And on the school we bomb on the first motherfucker with the wrong shit on. Now the whole
Are you
shit
talking
changed,
about DMX?
and we only no Tupac.
How she
And I
gonna
ain't
have
mad
on
at
his
you.
shirt?
I
should've
sat
known
there.
that.
I sat
But
there.
he
and
put
did-
on a DMX voice.
That's
That's what I was listening. He did
That
it
was the
intentionally.
trend.
Did
Yeah.
on purpose.
I couldn't even listen to the lyrics. I was just
I
listening
was
to
so
your
stuck
voice.
to the voice.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, say
Shame
it the
on
regular
you.
way. Say it the regular way.
And on the school we bombed on the first motherfucker with the wrong shit on. Now the
Oh
whole
my
shit
God.
changed, and we don't even kick it. Got a big money scheme, and
he
you ain't
ain't
even
even
with.
with,
Huh. But now I'm about to go back to DMX. Congratulations on the wedding. I hope you're right though. She got-
That shit fucked me up. Nah,
So,
it's
yeah.
time to go.
For sure. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming out.
Thank you for having
Thank
us.
you so
And I
much.
am L-Deez for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on.